Now we have question 12. If you read question 12 in entirety, especially part B of the question, you should know how they expect you to find the answer. Okay? A is 126 degrees. B, ABDE is not a parallelogram because AB is not parallel to DED. That is the answer. But if you read part A and then you read part B, you should realize that a lot of you, the way you solve part A is wrong. Why? Because you all solve part A by assuming some things. You all assume that AB is parallel to ED. That was what many students did to solve the question. And you assume that because AD is parallel to ED, then you tell me funny things. Like using alternate angles and all that. Or using interior angles. So you all tell me the mistake that I will see a lot in this question, 180 minus 53 to give me 127. So obviously this is clearly wrong. Okay, the moment we see this, of course, your whole question is likely to be a 0. Okay? The moment we see this, your answer, your whole question will be a 0 already. And you realize how many marks this question is. This question is 4 marks. If you did this, you did this on the assumption that this is parallel to this. That's why you use interior angles. But did the question ever say that these two lines are parallel? And then you look at part B of the question, you should know that they are not. Or at least you should question whether they are parallel. If not, part B of the question doesn't make sense. Okay, that's why read your question in entirety. Okay, if you did this, you get a 0 for the whole question straight away. There is nothing that we can award in terms of method because you're conceptually wrong. Now, the first important piece of information that you should label in the diagram is AB is equal to BC. That you do know. That is given, and therefore your triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay? They tell you ACDE is a trapezium where CD is parallel to AE. So you can label this. And they tell you BCD is a straight line, which means that this is also parallel. So the first thing you should be able to see in this case is that angle BCA is equal to angle CAE equals to 27 degrees. Because, again, I'm going to write the reason, but you don't write in your exam. Alternate angles BC parallel to AE. So you have your 0 over here. Okay. So this is 27. This is also 27 because alternate angles. And then you will be able to see that angle BCA is also equal to angle BA. C, which is equal to 27 degrees because base angles of isosceles triangle ABC. Okay, so you will find that this angle is also 27 degrees. And therefore, angle ABC is equal to 180 degrees minus 27 degrees minus 27 degrees to give you 126 degrees. Angle sum of triangle ABC. Okay. So that is how you are supposed to find angle ABC. You are not supposed to make use of interior angles. Junkai,
Wait, but what if you make a calculation error?
you're allowed to use calculator, right? Then why you make calculation error when you're allowed to use calculator?
I said what if. I didn't say I did a calculation error.
You don't need to care what if you make a calculation error. You need to care that you don't make calculation errors.
Minus how many marks?
It depends on which step you made a mistake in. You are asking me a question in the vacuum. I cannot answer the question unless I know exactly which particular step you made the calculation error in and what particular how many parts after that require that particular answer that you have. Okay. Shinkai, you did this, is it? And then you found this. So double C rule lah.
Yeah.
Is it? But it still works, right? Because you'll find the 27 ma. Then the isosceles triangle, so it's still 180 minus 27 minus 27, right? Yeah. That one is just slightly more long-winded, but it's fine. Okay. So you could have just used the alternate angles. That would have been faster, but it's fine. Okay. So please, do not tell me 180 minus 53 equals 127 to find angle ABC. That is wrong. And once you get that, you should realize that ABDE is not a parallelogram because AB is not parallel to ED. Why is AB not parallel to ED? If they were parallel, this shape will be a parallelogram. Diagonally opposite angles in the parallelogram need to be equal. But you realize that this is 53, but this is 54. So they are not equal, and therefore AB cannot be parallel to DE. Okay? Same, the other way to prove that it's not equal is if you do it this way, right? Then you will find that ABC is supposed to be 127 degrees, but actually we found in the previous part, it is 126 degrees. So they are not equal. And that is the other way that you know that they are not. It's not a parallelogram. Okay? So part B tests you on your conceptual understanding. Your parallel line properties can only be applied if the lines are parallel. So when you try to apply them and you don't get the answer in part A, you should know that it means they are not parallel. Okay, that's the conceptual understanding behind the question. When you apply your C rule, in this case, it's supposed to give you 127. But the correct answer is not 127. And therefore, they must not be parallel. Your AB and your DE must not be parallel. Okay?